Do you think that abdominal curl exercises like this are safe for your spine with osteoporosis? Hi, I'm Michelle, and today I'm going to guide you through 4 exercises that can increase the risk of spinal fracture if you already have a high risk of fracture with osteoporosis. These exercises to avoid are supported by the recent scientific recommendations for osteoporosis and exercise. And if you're exercising in the gym, you really won't want to miss the last exercise. Now, exercise 1 involves forward bends. So when you bend forward, the vertebra, bones in your spine, if you curve forward like this, okay, and these bones become squashed together. And this, when this happens, this is when a compression fracture can occur, when these bones are pressed together. Exercises that involve bending forwards can increase the risk of having a wedge or a compression fracture. Exercises such as abdominal curls can compress the bones of the upper back. Now, deep forward bends, such as those performed in some yoga classes, can compress the bones of the lower back. When you bend forward, the bones in your spine are pressed together. A wedge or compression fracture can occur when these bones are soft and brittle, and so the bones are forced together and actually compressed or squashed, as you can see here in this image. The greater the risk of fracture will occur when your bones are brittle and you bend forward deeply. So in this case, modify a deep forward bend to become a smaller, shorter bend instead. Now, exercise 2. These are loaded forward bends. So loaded forward bends can increase the risk or further increase the risk of having a spinal wedge fracture with osteoporosis. Some examples include lifting weights off the ground, as you can see here. The risk increases the further forward you bend and the heavier the weight. So try to lift weights from waist height rather than from ground level to protect your spine. Now, exercise 3 involves spinal rotation. Spinal rotation is another exercise to be really careful doing. Your vertebra need to rotate for you to move normally, so there's no need to stop rotating your spine altogether. However, some spinal rotation exercises can increase the risk of a spinal fracture. You can see on this model of the spine that when the spine rotates, the vertebrae are forced against each other, increasing the risk of a fracture. So some examples of extreme range of spinal rotations or twisting exercises include full range lumbar rotation exercises, and you can see here in this image that the rotation movement for the lower back is only slight, which is much more appropriate than taking the knees right across to the ground during this particular lumbar rotation exercise. Rotations combined with abdominal curl exercises, again that you can see here, also increase loading in the upper back. So this is another exercise for caution. Rotation exercises like the ones I've shown you become more risky when they're performed quickly. So if you need to do these exercises, keep them slow and smooth and within a manageable range. Now, the final exercise is sometimes a hidden danger with brittle bones, and especially if you're exercising in the gym. As you know, a number of gym exercises for the legs and back involve placing a heavy weighted bar on top of the spine across the shoulders like this. The load on the upper vertebra or upper spine travels down through the spine and can compress or squash soft brittle bones, again pushing them together, and this is again when a compression fracture can occur anywhere along the spine where it's weak. One solution to this problem is to use dumbbells, and you can rest them against the front of your hips or by your sides for weighted squats and lunges. So in summary, the exercises to avoid with osteoporosis include forward bends, spinal rotations, and direct spinal loading. So if you're currently doing any of these exercises and you have a high risk of spinal fracture, it's really worth stopping these exercises now and discussing whether they're appropriate for your condition with your health professional. Thank you for watching today. If this video helps you exercise safely, please give it the thumbs up below. And don't forget you can catch my upcoming bone exercise videos by subscribing below. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.